Your radio weekend work is now on. This is how it should be done. On Shade 45.
Shade
was at night, matter of fact, aka the All-Stars at night.
All-Stars.
Coach PR, DJ Londonero, got another former NBA player. Man, this is my boy right here. This is family right here.
And you know, hold on. You know, Baron Davis just left, so now we got.
Yes, yeah, we go. Tim Thomas. Let's go. You see the jerseys? Knicks. Let's go. What's up, man?
You know what's so crazy about Tim, man? Tim is behind a lot of different stuff that a lot of people don't know about. He being the cut really was like really putting plays together, certain situations.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to Slow. You know, he helped a lot of different things come in play.
A lot of different things. Yeah, he did. He helped out a lot of artists and a lot of DJs.
Yes.
Cool kid.
Slow. Yeah. But you got to keep it low, man. You got to keep it low key because then people start asking for things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's set the record straight though, because I saw an interview that you did, Tim, and you said how you got involved with G Unit. It wasn't Yayo. It was me and Angel, bro. Give me my flowers, bro.
No, you're 100% right. You're 100% right, PR. But that was at the Garden, right?
Right, and because the office across the street, we came to the game, and Angel was the one that introduced the intro, and I was like, "Yo, I fuck with some boom boom," and then that was it.
Yeah. But you know what I do remember? I remember Banks being at the game, and the fans was rushing them, and my security at that time went and took care of that for Banks.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
And then I told him, I said, "Yo, just have Banks come in the locker room, say what's up to the fellas afterwards." And then from there,
was it Isaiah Thomas was coaching at the time? Was that Isaiah Thomas?
Exactly.
Yeah, we came in the locker room. I was like, yo, I was a groupie, love. I was like, I'm in the Knicks locker room.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't know you had something to do with that, PR.
Isaiah's like, yo, nice fur coat. I'm like, yo, fuck you, Isaiah, I'm in the locker room.
Yeah. And then from there, definitely we went right across the street. So yeah, you're 100% right. You're 100% right. Definitely.
Hey, love, can I get my flowers, love?
I already been gave you flowers already, man. I gave you the introduction. You trying to cut me off?
Tim, I'll be begging for flowers.
Because I understand, PR, because you don't like people just overlook you. You know, I get it.
Yeah, they do.
Nah, I mean, just off the top with my memory, I do remember actually meeting Banks first, and then when I went to the office, everybody was there, and then it was like a fair. And then the crazy story behind it all, like how me and Fifth like really kicked it off was. I was in high school, and we went to Queens. We played against Elton Brand, Lamar Odom, and Ron Artest. It was all three of them on one team, and I was repping Jersey, you know what I'm saying, by myself. I had a couple of guys that was solid, but as far as like the star type.
Right.
So back then, everybody was betting. And I went in there and tore their ass up, and Fifth lost money. So that was the first thing that came out of his mouth. Like, yo, my man, He said, yo, remember in high school when you played Lamar and them, And I was like, yeah, I remember that game. He was like, yo, I lost so much money that game. But the crazy part about it, right? We drove there in vans. We went and rented brand new vans, drive up to play the game.
Right.
Look, we play the game, we win the game, we come outside. They stole the windshields off the vans. It's the middle of the winter.
Oh, you must have been at IS8. What was it at?
Exactly.
Exactly.
They stole the windshields off the vans. And it started snowing. So we driving back to Jersey. And all of us as players, the two coaches up front driving, they freezing. And us as players, we up under the seat with the heat, the heat on the floor. So we up under the seats.
That's crazy. Oh, that's crazy, man.
Exactly.
Turn your radio up. Weekend work is now on. This is how it should be done. On Shade 45.
Shade procedure.
You know how we do. Coach PR, DJ Londonero, your love.
Yo.
Now, Tim, first of all, Love is, he just left. He's not a Knicks fan anymore. He went over to the Golden State Warriors.
Listen, I'm still a Knicks fan at heart, but like, I'm tired of getting my heart broken, man. Like, I'm tired.
That's
like,
why.
Enough's enough.
I need some, some guidance from Tim. What should I do, Tim? Like, I can't. I don't know what to do. What's going on with the Knicks, bro?
Once the Knicks Knicks fan, always a Knicks fan, man.
Yeah,
Who
same
you
hard,
went?
man.
You went across the bridge to Brooklyn?
Nah, I go to Brooklyn. I went to Golden State, man.
He went to Golden State,
Oh, you
man.
jumped on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't jump on the bandwagon. I was over there when Mark Jackson was over there. He was a former Knick, you know, so that's what made me
But
took
that's
my
not
interest
the
over
team,
there.
though.
Nah,
That's
that's
the
not your
individual
team.
coach. It's not the team.
I mean, I went over there when he went over there, so I was see before they was popping.
Boy.
Look, the beauty behind it all is when the Knicks turn it around and win, we'll all feel good.
Now we definitely
Right.
We'll all feel good about it.
The ones that stayed.
Yeah, it's coming
Stay
in due
back.
time. It's coming.
It
You
needs to
gotta
hurry up,
understand.
Tim.
You
It needs to hurry up.
Yeah, but you gotta understand this, right? New York is one of the greatest cities in the world, right? And the Garden is the Mecca.
Mm-hmm.
So I tell people this all the time. It don't matter the team that the Knicks had. Every time a team come into the Garden, they want to put on their best performance. So you're
They
getting
always get
the
their
team
career highs.
right. So you're getting the team's best performance. The best players are gonna come out and play their best. You know what I'm saying? In that arena. So it's tough. It's tough, man. It's
Even if they're not a top tier player, as soon as you come in there, whatever tier you at, you trying to show that your ass once you walk in that building.
Yeah, man. It's a historical building. So, I noticed that being a two-time Knick, you know what I'm saying? And the first time around, we had a solid team, bunch of, super vets, made the playoffs and the whole shebang. Second time around, it was a younger group of guys, but you still get that, each and every time out. You won't get the best, from them other teams coming in, especially the West Coast teams. If they visit there once, they coming in on out, right?
Yeah.
But that's the beauty behind it all, man. It's you gotta have patience, and I like what they're doing. We got some young players that's coming around, and the future is bright.
I remember when
Turn your radio up. Weekend work is now on.
This is how it should be done.
On Shade 45.
Share
so
procedure.
how did you I remember, like I said, I remember you putting Will was slow when he came to New York. Where did you meet Will at?
Who? Without me, who?
Will.
Oh man,
Chandler.
that was just
Wilson Chandler.
yeah. I mean, he was a teammate. You know what I mean? So Will was I think Will came in his rookie year with the Knicks. So anytime you get cats that come from out of town, you want to kind of make sure that they feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
He
In the
definitely
environment.
did, man. He was always cool from day one, man.
Well, he got real
so
comfortable. He got real comfortable in Queens, though.
Yeah, he stayed down here with us, man.
Yeah, he went and got weed out there. Didn't he get caught with weed? Going down there, was that him?
Yeah, he caught for some dumb shit. It was dumb. It was some small shit.
weed,
It wasn't
right?
that big. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, but you try to make sure guys, especially guys that are gonna be hanging out, different clubs, different boroughs and stuff like that. You want to make sure guys is right. You know what I'm saying? And at that particular time, slowing them was family. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's what it was.
Had to put that together now. Go ahead, PR. 'Cause
Well,
I know this what you want to do.
No, speaking of weed, did you actually indulge with any weed while you were in the league? Like people are coming out now, the players that so I know you won't get in trouble now if you did, but not but did you because we had Al Harrington, he did, Steven Jackson said he did, a lot of players say they did.
Yeah.
But I don't even know if you smoked like.
Yeah, that was the thing. I mean, obviously we got tested a lot, but that was the thing. Every once in a blue, you're out and about, and that's the culture. You're gonna have a drink. You're gonna have
a drink.
Wait a minute. I think I did smoke.
PR, when the last time you smoked anyway, PR? Because I haven't heard you talk about smoking in a while.
This morning, but anyway.
I thought you stopped.
No,
Tim, I put this nigga in rehab to get his shit together, man. Niggas man.
Al is my young fella. Al Harrington is my young fella, man. I'm the reason why he moved to Calabasas. You know what I mean? And
really?
all the success he's having with with his business.
Viola's out there, bro.
Yeah.
They're actually dropping Iverson, another brand, another strain of Iverson, I think next month.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, next month he's dropping that. So when we do this, man, let's get to some music real quick and come right back. It's All-Star Weekend. Coach PR, DJ Londonero, Tim Thomas is here with us.
You're not gonna ask Tim what he want to hear.
I was about that. You know, you got to do the warm up. We're here. Tim, what you want to listen to? You know, go ahead. As a DJ, you go ahead.
I've been. You know what, P? Honestly, man, I've been off the music outside of listening to the radio, man. My little fella keep me busy, man. So, you know, whatever's on the radio, I'm kind of tuning into it. But outside of that, I don't.
Man,
really know.
tell us what you used to listen to, then, man.
Yeah, what you used to listen to,
know.
Man?
What you used to listen to when you played? What you want to hear, like
when I obviously Jay, Nas, Biggie, Fifth, you know, the
all right,
unit.
there you go.
There you go.
That's
how easy that was.
Yeah. So
that's what we gonna do.
Bad Boys at Night, Coach PR, DJ Londonero, Tim Thomas, All-Star Weekend. It's the All-Stars at Night. Let's go.
PR, yeah.
Turn your radio up. Weekend Work is now on.
This is how it should be done.
On Shade 45.
Share with
It's
procedure.
the Bad Boys tonight. Love the Narrow Coach PR, and this is All-Star Weekend with the All-Star Bad Boys, right? That's what we call myself now.
No, the All-Star Bad Boys. Okay, the All-Stars at Night. The All-Stars.
The All-Stars at Night. We got Tim still hanging out with us. Baron Davis just left not too long ago. Now, Tim, like All-Star Weekend. What's your favorite city you played that for the All-Star game? Like,
oh man, my rookie year, going back to the Garden again. Was that
the Mecca
98 year? You know, God rest
98
his
was
soul.
a hell of a year, man.
Yeah.
Like Nori tell it, it's a hell of a year, man. Nori was on fire at that time.
So that was
a sad year.
That was a blessing.
Hold on. Why is that a sad year, PR?
I was in the Tombs locked up.
You was
And
locked
I'm
up?
looking at I'm looking at the window. I see the city going crazy. Oh my gosh! Everybody having fun going to the Garden.
Damn, PR.
I was sick.
Yeah. It was definitely one for the ages. It was beautiful, man, to be, you know, kid from Jersey. Obviously, I had to spend a lot of money on tickets, you know, for the rookie game, and just being around all the fellas. You know, your rookie year, having the opportunity to, you know, get to see the guys outside of the element of, you know, competing against them. You know what I'm saying? The younger generation and the older guys. That was it for me, man. But you know, every year is special for the fraternity, man, to, you know, get around some of the older guys and things of that nature and just share stories and different stuff like that. So, you know, this year I'm obviously not going due to the COVID situation, and that is in Cleveland. I don't think a lot of people's going out there.
It's because of Cleveland, right?
Yeah, but outside of that, man, I mean, it's one of the greatest fraternities in the world, and that weekend is everything, man.
Yeah.
You know, people nowadays look forward to the MJ party. MJ party is like the biggest thing of the week.
Really? I thought because I know Kenny Smith throws a big party too. I'll be hearing those parties like crazy. So MJ's party is better than Kenny's party. You say like that's the place to go.
Man. That's MJ. Wow. Everybody's on that.
Yeah.
You
know? My best All-Star weekend was 02 in Philly.
Philly?
Yeah, when Pastor Cavassier came out with Buster, we went to a Jamie Foxx and Diddy party. That shit was different.
We went there. That was crazy. Philly was crazy. Crazy.
And then 03 was Atlanta. You went to Atlanta.
I was in Atlanta.
That's when 50 album came out that weekend.
Yeah.
Wasn't it cold? Wasn't it cold that weekend in Atlanta?
Atlanta, yes. Yeah.
It
was crazy. That shit was
right?
so crazy.
It was freezing.
Yeah.
But everybody was still naked.
Naked.
Naked in those lines.
How do you feel about the new format they have, and who you going with for All-Star for the game tomorrow?
I like it. I like the fact that cats from the East can play on the West team and vice versa. I just think LeBron team got too many vets, guys that really know how to score, but they all stars for a reason. And then you add in that bonus. So it'll get competitive probably the end of the third quarter. Guys will start trying to,
because they're trying to get that money. They get that money.
Yeah, that's summer vacation money that you could just blow.
Right.
And don't have to worry about it.
Now, Tim, what's the top 3 teams you think that's going to take the chip this year?
Well, with the trades, well, obviously out west, you got Golden State.
Huh.
Out west. I think if the Lakers get in, the way the pace of the game is going to slow down in the playoffs, I think they'll have an opportunity. On the East, obviously Milwaukee, my Bucks. I think they got a great
he played with the Bucks. That's right.
Yeah, I was with the Bucks for about five and a half years. We had some great runs out there, so I think they got a great chance to repeat. I like what Chicago's doing. I like what Philly just did with that trade. If Brooklyn can get it together, they'll have a shot. It's going to be competitive. It's going to be competitive once everything falls into place.
Now I asked B Diddy.
B Diddy run the city.
B Diddy run the
city.
Because we had Sean Kemp last year, so I have to ask you. We had Sean Kemp last year around the same time, and we asked him if LeBron played when you guys played, could he play in that era, in the '90s era, the '80s era? Would LeBron be able to last in that era?
I mean, obviously,
because Sean Kemp said no. Sean Kemp said no. He's not doing all that stuff coming in there. And with no disrespect.
No, he would. I don't think he would dominate the way he is in the last decade. I don't think that would definitely be the case. I mean, we obviously saw what happened when he ran up against Boston, in the early part of his career.
Right.
But you got to remember, I was just telling somebody the other day, in the 90s, man, there were so many guys that were so good that really don't get the recognition that they should.
Because of MJ.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously because of MJ, and then you had the dominance of Shaq and, different teams, Akeem Olajuwon and, that group. But I'm just talking like individuals on teams that was like, teams was really 9-10 deep. And any given night, you could go get your head knocked off, and it doesn't have to be a starter. It could be someone, the eighth guy coming off the bench give you 30 that night because everybody was just that good. Now, going back to, LeBron, he has the physique for it. He's 6'9", 240, 250 or whatever it is. So obviously he can play, in that era. But it was a little bit more physical.
A lot more physical.
Yeah. So would he have struggled? Probably early on, a little bit. But, as you get around and you kind of get adjusted to it and get a feel for, the ins and outs and, where you could get your shots off and where you can succeed in different elements of the game, I think he would have been all right. He just I think Al Harrington said it. He came in when all of the older guys are kind of, shifting out.
Yep.
And he's now, the face of the league, and he's that MJ type figure towards some of the younger guys. So sometimes, it's easier to kind of dominate, that group, especially if they look up to you.
Right.
And when I came in the league, Scottie Pippen is my guy. So he was, my idol. Obviously, being around Pip, I got a chance to be around Ron Harper and, MJ a little bit, when I was in high school. So, but still that element of, I'm playing against the great one, So a lot of these kids now, the younger generation, they look at LeBron that way. So he's able to really go in and dictate how things are gonna, actually happen outside of teams that been put together to beat him, So the Golden State situation, when KD went there, that was a team that was really put together to beat him, So, but it's unbelievable what he's been able to do in his career. And we're gonna as basketball junkies and as basketball people, we're gonna look at him like how the NFL look at Tom Brady,
Yeah.
because it's unbelievable the run he's had. And
at this age right now, what he's doing is crazy.
yeah, I mean, he can honestly play another 5 years because
Yeah, if he wanted to.
You
yeah,
think he should
because
retire soon?
I mean, it's all up to him and his body, honestly.
But he wants to play
said
with his son. He wants to play with Bronny. So
right, yeah.
You
And he
gonna
said,
go get his body?
that,
a BB, what's that? BBL?
Gonna go BBL. Get his body
nah,
back.
but I mean, it is a lot of wear and tear on your body, the travel and all that shit. You know, it kills you. But you know, at the same time, it's not as physical, and the grind is not like it used to be. Like when I was in the league, we actually had, you know, 2-a-day training camps for like a week and a half. Now these guys, they get more time off. Their all-star weekends is a week long. We actually had 3 days. You know, we had 3 days. You know what I mean? So it's and then obviously, you know, with the times, the medicine has changed. So, you know, guys get hurt. They could go and get surgery and be back, you know, in a shorter amount of time.
Yep.
You know, than back in the day. So it's great for the athletes now, and that's in every sport, you know. So
you said that you played. You went to Ron Harper, Pippen, but you also played with Kobe Bryant, right? And the
right.
McDonald's game, or McDonald's
Right.
All-American, right? And that was with you, Jack, right? Steven Jackson was on that team.
Right.
It was Mike Bibby on there too, I think. Was Mike Bibby?
Yeah, Mike Bibby. Yep.
Yeah, the squad. Jermaine O'Neal. That was a crazy
Yeah.
squad. So how was it, you know, playing with Kobe then, with a young Kobe then? Like, did you even see like this guy is gonna be on Michael Jordan's level?
Well, you know, me and Kobe grew up together playing AAU ball, and we won
Philly.
back in Jersey. So we won 2 back-to-back national championships. So Kobe was he was chasing me per se. Like he was coming up the ranks, and he was basically chasing me. You know, because we obviously same class. Yeah. So when he first joined the team, we knew that he can play and he was athletic and everything, but it was just a matter of kind of getting a feel for what he's really good at, you know. And at that particular time, I was like, you know, everything, because I was 6'9", 6'10", can handle it, can shoot it, can post.
Bring the ball down.
Doing a little bit of everything. And when Cole came in, we knew instantly that he could play. He was just trying to force things a little bit. And then once he got himself under control, we just flat out seen the talent in him and the hunger in him, and we just knew he was going to be special because he just had that different demeanor coming in from a kid being, I don't want to say bungled up, but like stuck in his elements with being overseas and not being able to express himself within the States. So that kind of helped him a lot, being around myself, Vince Carter, for a couple of summers. And then he just took off. I remember he took over the #1 rank our junior year going into our senior year. We was at ABCD basketball camp. I had dunked the ball and tore off my fingernail. So I couldn't put, the doctors was like, you can't play anymore. It's going to get infected because of sweat or whatever. So I had to shut it down. Kobe took over the #1 rank. And then going into the McDonald's All-American game, now that you mentioned that, everybody was debating on if we should go pro. Myself, Kobe, and Jermaine O'Neal at that particular time. So during that week, it was just, you know, everybody was asking each other questions on, you know, what they think and what should we do? Because it would have been 3 youngsters coming out, you know, instead of 1 like KG did prior to us. But, you know, Kobe had everything on the table. He had everything on the table because he had that it factor with, you know, not necessarily the game itself, but he had the flash. He had that MJ flash with him, so to say. So he had already had the, you know, the endorsements on the table and things of that nature. And then he had a great role model in his pops who actually played. So it was kind of easier for him to make that decision. But yeah, he was a talented dude, and very, very, very confident and cocky at an early age.
So he was popping shit when in high school like that. Was he still talking that shit?
Well, we didn't get a chance to play it, and a lot of people always
No, well, I'm talking about all in the McDonald's game, I should say.
No, he didn't talk like that. He just, his game, you know what I'm saying, was talking for him. You know, he was very confident in, you know, his skill set, and you could just see it, you know, just within him, you know, and, you know, people just automatically knew like he's gonna be special because, you know, he really, really wanted to be, you know, one of the elites. And you know, he did that, definitely. God rest his soul.
Definitely did, yes.
Yo, let's talk about.
Turn your radio up. Weekend work is now on.
This is how it should be done.
On Shade 45.
Share.
Let's talk about the Rucker real fast. Now, what happened with you and Stephon Marbury?
Well, we, you know, me and Steph.
I mean, hold on. We did Bad Boys at Night, man. We got to get to some good stories, man. You know?
Look, so me and Steph grew up together. We went to 5-star basketball camp, all of that. I knew his brothers, his moms, his pops, everybody. And we actually played for Fat Joe in the Terror Squad, you know, at the Rucker.
So, nah, let me stop.
Yeah, so it was really no issues between us at all until Fifth and Fat Joe got into it. And that's when me and Steph kind of separated. And we was actually teammates at this particular time. So that was really...
It put you on the G Unit side and put him on the Fat Joe side.
Terror Squad.
Right. So it was a lot of different things that transpired between those, 4 years of them beefing. Yeah, I remember Fat Joe being courtside and, you know, Steph showing him love, and I'm looking at him like, damn, I can't go over there and say what's up to him. You know what I'm saying? And Macho and the crew.
Man, all of us over that side.
Yeah, it was a time Fifth had bought me a G-Unit chain, and we was partying in Miami, and I go in the club and I see Pete and a couple of the Terror Squad cats, and they looking at me like, you know, it's about to go down. Yeah. But then I go to my section and they send me bottles and I send them bottles right back. You know, so it was some situations, and then God rest his soul, P from Mobb Deep, we was at Banks video shoot in LA, and Steph came to the video shoot in a stretch limo with like 20 people in there. And Steph jumped out, all his jewels on and everything in LA. And P was like, nah, he ain't leaving, son. He ain't leaving. And I'm like, yo, we can't do that. We teammates like that. Yeah. No, like, you know what I mean? So yeah. But nah, me and Steph, we cool, man. We had a couple of opportunities to talk. And he's overseas doing this thing, man.
He's a man.
Great career overseas.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, and I ask him all the time, like, how you do it, man? And he's like, yo, this is like Brooklyn to me. It's like home. And I'm like, man, you know, it's weird, but you get a lot of love out there. But yeah, it was some crazy times, man, with the whole G Unit, you know, beef. I actually caught myself in a lot of situations just with being with the family, you know. So definitely.
Yeah, and then the situation with Game. Because now you bring up with the chains, there was a lot of ball players wearing, rap, hip hop groups chains. So you had Black Wall Street. I think Brandon Jennings, he had that. I would ask for interviews, get these guys interviews, and they were like, Al Harrington, I think had Terror Squad too. I think Al Harrington was Terror Squad. They would whip out the chain. I can't do it. I'm like, yo, bro, come on, man. That's rap. This is ball interview. So it was like crazy to see like how hip hop and basketball intertwined with everything, not just music, not just a style, but just everything, friendship. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely like that. It was just loyalty, guys. It was just loyal to the guys that they was, you know, around and was holding them down. You know what I mean? So, you know, Fif done a lot of things for me, man, and you know, we still cool to this day. Like, he put my daughter in some of the movies early on. He came to celebrity softball game I had at my old high school, trying to save the school. Then he rolled, yeah. and P, you struck out twice that game, right?
No, I had 2 errors right between the leg. I played third base.
Yeah. Oh, that's what.
Yo, Tim was killing me.
Right. So after the game, Fifth jumped in the car with me. He was like, yo, show me around. And I showed him around the city, different parts. And, next thing I know, he's shooting a movie in town. You know what I mean? So and then he came back and shot another one in town. So, we just been, cool, throughout the years. Even my brother Yayo, I call and check in on him. He check in on me, from time to time, stuff like that. Same with Banks. But it's just a family affair, man. And the thing with Game, that was a little weird too, because that was around the time I guess him and Fifth had their issue. I guess he was getting dropped off the label or whatever the case may be. And it was my birthday weekend, I'll never forget. And I had my wife with me. We was at what's Puff old restaurant, the soul food restaurant. Justin's. So we was at Justin's eating, and here come Game come in. He said, yo, I need to talk to you. So I'm like, what's going on? So at that time, I don't really know exactly the ins and outs of Fifth business. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, yo, you talked to Five? I'm like, nah, I ain't talked to him in a minute. So at this particular moment, the guys was out of the country. And Snoop was in town. Snoop was coming to the party. We was playing the Lakers. And it was just so much going on. And I just wanted to have a good game, which I did. I think I had like 35 that night. And then I just wanted to get to the party, have a good party, and just enjoy myself. But it was so much tension going on because at that moment, Game was following me around the city to see if I was going to, link up with Fifth or somebody. You know what I mean? So when he came to the actual party, and P, you was there.
I was at the party. I remember Game was there. Remember?
Yeah, Game came.
He called us over there. He was on the side of me. I remember.
Yeah, it was so much tension because everybody wanted to make a move. They didn't know if they should make a move or whatever. And I was like, yo, it can't go down right. And then what eased all the tension was when Snoop came. When Snoop came, that kind of deaded everything, right? Yeah, that deaded everything. So when the OG came in, I knew right then and there, I said, all right, things going to be all right. Everybody going to get to where they need to get to. You know what I'm saying? But then obviously, you had an incident occur, but.
Radio shot 97.
Yeah.
Shots always going around 97.
Shot 97.
Yeah.
MVP for tomorrow night's All-Star game. You pick your MVP?
Oh, man. It's going to be tough, man. I don't see no one slowing down the Greek Freak.
I was going to say that, but then you have Luka, he might have something to say.
I don't think, like I talked to Sham God, and I asked Sham God, do he have that killer in him? Because, Sham worked with the man.
Right, yeah.
And I love Luka game, don't get me wrong. Some nights he come with it, some nights he don't. All-Star games, he might be more on that flashy, type of night for him. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The Greek Freak, he come out every night, and it's just
every night. He don't take it.
He has no breaks whatsoever. Right. So I think he's gonna pull it off because right now I think it's his moment, and I think he's out to really prove people wrong on the fact that obviously he's been winning MVP a couple of years, and he just got the championship with the MVP, Finals MVP. So I think he's out to really prove something.
Okay.
Joel Embiid has something to say too, though. Joel Embiid has something to say.
Yeah, I love the big.
Who you going for, love?
Curry.
This guy, man.
He's gonna come in. He's gonna shoot threes like he living with West Virginia.
Man.
From half court all night.
God, man, with his warrior shit, man. Yo, Tim, man, we appreciate you. But before you go, I have to say something. Because you're still close with LO? Lamar Odom? Sit down with him, have a talk, tell him to leave the Kardashians alone, please.
I mean, he's getting what he wants. He's getting attention out of that.
Oh, come
It's
on,
crazy, man. You know, I've been living next to them for 17 years inside of Hidden Hills, and I kind of, you know, kept my daughters away from the situation. And
stay far away. You did the Jay-Z with the Kanye. Jay-Z told Kanye, keep that shit away from me.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to say it's a cult, but I don't know what they have going on. You know what I'm saying? And God bless them, whatever they doing. But it's just like, man, it's just
keep
too much.
Yeah,
it seems like everybody that get involved, something happens. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't know why. I don't know if they controlling things, Illuminati. I don't really have a clue, but I'll stay in my lane.
No, you just stay away from that. That's it.
Is it that good pussy? Is it the Kardashian pussy?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's something. It's something. It must be the pipeline inside the house.
Something.
Offering you a drink is something in the ice or something.
Man.
I really don't get it, bro.
Hey, Love, you know this is the king of two headbands, right, Love?
No, I didn't know that.
The two headband shit in the league.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, right? So I was in Milwaukee, and every year I was running for Sixth Man of the Year. So when I first got traded to Milwaukee, I never wanted to be in Milwaukee because they had the OG, Big Dog Glenn Robinson. They had Sam Cassell, and they had also Ray Allen. So I felt like it wasn't enough basketballs on that team, you know what I'm saying, for us to all, you know, gel and get shit done. So obviously, you know, we had some great teams, made some playoff runs and all that good stuff. But I just started mixing it up like everybody else was doing. So back then, we all had the baggy clothes. We all had that Iverson effect, right?
Right.
Shout out to Bubba Chuck. So everybody had braids. So I had the braids and the whole shebang. So everybody was doing the headbands. So I'm like, yo, let me be a little different. And we had a lot of TV games because we was a good team. So I went and doubled up the headbands. So I got away with it for 3 games. 3 games. The league called down and they're like, yo, you can't wear double headbands no more. Right?
Wow, that's what happened.
Wow.
Okay.
So check it out. So after they called down on me, they went and made headbands that had the different colors in it. So the top would be black, the middle would be the team color, like red, and the bottom would be white. Guess who was wearing those headbands? AI. AI was obviously the poster boy. So if you go back and you do your history, I did the double, and then the league started making the headbands with, you know, the
different
three
colors,
different
the stripe,
colors.
three colors.
Wow.
Wow. Yep. So they basically took my idea, and I ain't getting nothing out of that shit.
And he was like, yo, AI is that guy. He's the face of the league right now. Let's go over here. But thank you, Tim. We appreciate you.
No, but he was the guy who made it famous. I mean, obviously, you had guys back in the day, God rest his soul, Cliff Robinson, you know, people like that was wearing headbands.
Right.
But Chuck had, you know, he had everybody wearing the baggy clothes and all that stuff. So the headband came with the braids.
The braids and the tattoos.
You know, so everybody was wearing the same, everybody was looking the same. So I'm like, let me double it up. And league was like, league was like, nah, buddy, after 3 games, nope, that's it. And then a week later, they come with the 3 colors. I'm like, look at this shit. And then Chuck was wearing it first. Yep.
Wow, man, yo,
well, Tim,
thank you, man.
Tim, it's All-Star Weekend. We appreciate you hanging out with us because PR been trying to close. He seems they can't close correctly. He keep asking
I don't want to close. No, I don't want to close. That's why.
Yeah, see, that's why I have to take over.
We got
I need
2
to play
hours.
music. No, like I gotta play music, and it's like PR want to keep talking like we on Drink Champs and $1 million worth of game. No, this is the Bad Boys at Night. We gotta be in and out of this shit like a robbery. All right.
Yeah.
But you do know that we listen for the rest of this interview because you won't catch all of it on the radio. Go check out our YouTube page. As Love De Niro Go Home and We Can Work.
We Can Work.
Make sure you. That's right. So make sure you go check it out. Appreciate you, Tim. Appreciate you. I love you,
Tim. Before you go, hold on. Who you got? Tim tomorrow in the game.
He said it. See, you don't even remember. He said it. He was sleeping. He said it.
I was never sleeping.
I said go to sleep. I said Golden State.
No, you definitely didn't say. You definitely said Golden State. But
He said the
They not
team
even
was
playing
Giannis.
today.
I said Golden
He
State.
said he said wherever Giannis is at.
Yeah.
I don't know what team Giannis is on. What, he on LeBron or KD?
No, I had picked. No, Giannis is they opposite. Both him and LeBron are captains. So I picked LeBron team.
No,
All right.
oh,
Yeah.
right.
Nah,
So
it's
KD. It's KD.
It's KD and
Oh, I'm
Against
sorry.
LeBron.
I'm sorry. You're right. It is KD. So I'm still going with LeBron team.
LeBron.
All right.
Then LeBron got Giannis.
Yeah, I think he do have Giannis.
Yeah.
Yep, I think he do have.
All
Who's
right,
gonna
man.
be the MVP? Go bet that, love. He's gonna be
I
the
am. I'm
MVP.
gonna bet that.
dog.
Giannis,
I'm gonna bet
go
that.
take
I got you. I'm gonna go on
Top
FanDuel
10
right
told
now.
you, go
As
get
a matter of fact.
All right, man.
Turn your radio up. Weekend work is now on.
This is how it should be done.
On Shade 45.
Share procedure.